It's the 6th of August and you're looking for some new games on Steam. Well, I've got you covered. Today's a pretty interesting release date with one big game and a couple of small ones, but I've got 5 that I think are worthy of your attention. Subscribe and like, helps the channel. Let's start with the big one, Era 1. This is an innovative space game that combines elements of real-time strategy, base building, space survival, and tactical battles. Players can create and customize their bases from scratch, construct various types of structures and warships, manage fleets, and engage in tactical space battles. Every time I've looked at this game, what has really stood out for me is just the level of customization that's available here. The amount of different blueprints, the amount of different guns, elements that you can add onto your ship is insane. What does that all lead to? Well, these little tactical space battles that you will be engaging with that look next level. This is definitely a title for those fans that like the immersive space, epic sim style experience with a whole lot of ships fighting each other and the ability to tactically maneuver to try and defeat the enemies. Era 1 promises to be an absolutely huge title release today. Getting that one aside, we're now into the indies, starting with Static Dread, The Lighthouse. Lovecraft meets Papers, Please. Play as the lighthouse keeper and guide ships safely into the harbour using your radio. Survive the presence of something impossible and don't let the shadows consume you. So being a Papers, Please style game is going to be a lot of investigation, reading and discerning whether or not these people are who they say they are. This will be a game for those that like the repetitive, on the darker side style gameplay with a little bit of reading and decision making. That's Static Dread, The Lighthouse. Let's move on to Pager, which is a 1-bit Kafkaesque psychological horror in a 90s office building. Obey the pager to survive and climb the corporate ladder. This is one of those games that does a lot with very minimalistic graphics. And I think there'll be some jump scares about when we play through this. Expect the unexpected, as they say. We've got some point-and-click adventure vibes and some mini-games and the ability to punch that guy, and I don't know why. But hey, sometimes in life you just got to punch the random white silhouette. Definitely going to be some interesting problem-solving mechanics in this one. That's Pager. I think today should just be the weird and wacky game day because we've got Web Host Simulator next. In Web Host Simulator, you'll start your web hosting company in your small apartment, aiming to become the world's leading provider. But to do so, you must win clients, outperform competitors, and deal with cyber threats, disruptions, and challenges from an ISP. Feels like the early 2000s simulator. This is definitely not a game that's going to end up in my Steam list, but there are lots of people that like to play their way through some interesting simulator style games, and this one has, is it like emails from customers and things like that? It's like got the full ISP package here. Database of customers, valid complaints. There's a lot of statistics here, a lot of information. I guess there'll be like 100 people that just absolutely love this one. That's Web Host Simulator. Our last game, Gradius Origins. Salamander 3 is the newest addition to the Gradius series, a legendary pioneer in the side-scrolling shooter genre, and comes with the original arcade version of the previous games. It's a Konami retro release, transporting us all back to the 90s, maybe even 80s with some of these titles, with a top-down shooter. Some of them are vertical, some of them are horizontal, but definitely very addictive, sort of thing that you usually put on your arcade machine if you have one. I really want an arcade machine, but not clever enough to work out how to build that. That is Gradius Origins. Hey, I don't think this is the best list of games I've ever seen, but what it is the best games coming out today. Let me know what you think. Tomorrow, some really big bangers coming out. Thanks for watching.